From the lower bracket to the upper now, as we look to take on eUnited versus Fnatic here at the analyst desk for IEM Chicago Day 2. My goodness, both of these teams took those teams you just witnessed, Na'Vi and Big, down a notch and sent them to the lower bracket. It was eUnited who sent Na'Vi there, who have now been sent home from the tournament. It was Fnatic who sent Big to the lower bracket with a little bit of a closer game, but not by much. To talk about it, we do have Jacob Pimpvinegar and, of course, Chad Sponge Birchall. These two beautiful human beings are the brains behind this whole operation. And Chad, I'm guessing these are where it actually gets difficult to analyze, because I'm, and you know, shoot me if I'm wrong, assuming you don't know too much about eUnited.
Let me pose this hypothetical question, because I'll quickly follow it up with an answer. But you're at, you have two teams.
Rhetorical, perhaps.
Rhetorical is what I meant. Yeah, not hypothetical. Anyway, we have two teams at the most competitive tournament for the rest of 2018, what is being touted as like the real proving ground or solidifying for a lot of these squads towards the upper echelon of the totem pole. Say, hey, you know, we are the big dogs, we're the best teams, even rolling into the major next year. This is a great position for teams to really state their case. Two teams, eUnited and Fnatic, coming into this, you go, well, they must be relatively competitive. They must have played some LAN games with these core fives. They must be looking hot. Both these teams have only played one game on LAN each, and that was yesterday.
Youch.
eUnited have only played 9 maps with this core lineup.
I mean, they did say there's a bit of a roster mania going on for eUnited right now, which is only going to cause, you know, an unsettled camp, Jacob.
Yeah, I mean, there's rumors about Cooper joining the team after this tournament, and he apparently already have been signed to the organization. So one of the players you're seeing on the server right now is potentially getting cut.
Yikes.
And that's, you know, another fun prospect going into a tournament like this. Normally that happens, you know, behind the scenes, but we don't know it in public. We know, you know, when it happens after the tournament. But this one, they're going into the tournament all knowing that that potentially could be my last tournament for the team. So that's probably going to fire them up a little bit, but also must cause a little bit of uncertainty.
Can I attempt to look smart?
Sure.
I think Fnatic are going to veto Overpass.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
any reason?
Yes, because it is one of the most played one of the most played maps from eUnited. Okay, eUnited will pick it, maybe?
So eUnited with this core 5 have not played Overpass. They've only played Inferno, Train, Cage, and Mirage.
Yeah, but this is where my analysis comes in.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, so take a look at that.
Okay. So that's the punish? You think that's the punish?
That is the punish. Not only do Fnatic not play it, it is one of their 2 bans. It's also a map that not necessarily the core, but the other roster of eUnited succeeded with, and it was 2 of the 5 players that are currently playing as well.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
That's all you got?
How did I do?
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's
yeah,
not bad.
That's
not
okay.
bad
I'll let you guys do your job now.
I think the Inferno one for Fnatic is relatively interesting. I think that's such a middle ground map, right? That always seems 50-50, always seems to go the distance. Doesn't feel like they'll have an inherent edge on a map like that, especially without the homework that's going to be able to be done on eUnited. So as I mentioned, eUnited have played 9 maps with this core 5. On the other side of things, Fnatic have played 37. But that's 37 within the realms of online CS only. And they have a terrible win-loss record. They've only won 13. They've lost 24. And they have played some of the bigger names. So if we're looking at map specifics here, a lot of this we can only really theory craft. We can't come in here with too much, you know, in our back pocket to put on out there.
Sure, and that's with the veto. But what we can talk about is the fact that they made a very big change by signing, I would say, a big name in North American leadership. He has been a free agent for a while. It's FNS. I mean, I think that's, if anything's going to be a catalyst to success, it's getting a more seasoned and experienced in-game leader into your ranks.
I think it's a building stone, right? It's something you can build around. Now you have a team where you have an experienced in-game leader, and like, he knows what he wants, you know, so he can sort of like pick the players and pick the players he wants in certain positions and try to build up a unit and build up a team from the ground. And I think, you know, that's a great proving ground, not only for the team, but also for FNS as a player. We all know it didn't go too well for him in Cloud9. He didn't really get the chance to try to build up the team. They didn't give him more than, was it 2 or 3 months to actually prove his worth. That was a little bit hard done by. So now he gets a team that is less significant and less known in a sense, where he gets more time to try to build it up. And I think that could be beneficial both for him as a player, but also for the organization and the team eUnited.
And new blood, air quotes, as well.
He's almost become that farmer in-game leader, right? You know, he teaches the youngsters or the next generation the way to play the basics and the foundation of Counter-Strike, like he did back with the CLG days. And then they come through and the better players get poached and they go to other teams. One of the faces on the screen, which you may recognize, he was up there before, was Relics. He's been playing now, you know, around the, I guess, 4th to 5th best North American team for the last 3 years.
I still remember him in the Selfless jersey.
Yeah, right. And that was back in the days with like Nifty and all those kind of guys who have all either gone off to bigger and better things or have all dropped off the face of the earth. So there has been this weird limbo period for a lot of teams right now in Counter-Strike in North American region. Yeah,
we'll see if they can continue to make an impact. Na'Vi, the first head they took, and now Fnatic are being gunned for by eUnited. The first map is going to be Overpass. This is where they hope to do their very best work. The Swedes, not familiar with it. We'll see if that gives them the edge as we check in with your casters. It's Anders and Moses.
Thank you so much, Alex. Yes, indeed, a matchup that's surely going to be a little bit tricky for eUnited, even if they were looking exciting yesterday. I still feel like the Fnatic team were looking so unbelievably tuned in.
That's the problem, is no matter how much you want to believe in eUnited, still with like the little that we've seen of them and the little experience that they have, it's hard to even get past the conversation of Fnatic individually. Just you feel like they're going to be on a different level.
Yeah, they were looking so hot, weren't they?
On the other hand, eUnited did take down Na'Vi, which has no lack of individual ability.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Na'Vi out of the tournament already.
I like the conversation on the desk as well around FNS, something that him and Daps both kind of are very, very good at. FNS and Daps both very good at coming into younger teams and being able to at least establish a foundation. Now, Daps has taken it to the next level lately with NRG. And FNS got another chance to do so here with a young team coming in. Dazzle was incredible yesterday. Hometown Chicago hero. Believe raised here. Not sure about Born.
That's what we want, though, right?
Yeah.
If you get him on the stage, that would certainly be exciting. But there's a little bit of a distance to go before we reach that part of the tournament. He is checking out all of the restrooms, which is good information for his team to work off of. It looks like they want to be smoking off and then just probably going for it right away. No breaks at all on this one. Smoke off towards the stairs and back behind him. Brolin probably feeling very uncomfortable right now. Backup could maybe get there, but they have to run through the smoke, so it's pretty much just him right now. Great headshot, taking down Relics, and JW get one of his own. Dapper and Moose, though, coming right back into the round here, and they're going to clear out the bomb site. Should be able to get the bomb plant here as well. A little bit delayed as Dazzle was, I think, worried about someone flanking in behind, but they're finally going to get the bomb plant in. Dapper getting one more kill, and Dazzle almost he does get taken out by Crims. Still a 1-on-2 here for Twist, and he's got no smoke, nothing really to force them into a fight here.
He's going to have to go hunt something down. This is a really tough 1-on-2 to win, and he's using a lot of time just making sure that no one's going to be close up. Spots one far back. Dapper doesn't need to peek anymore just because he can use the bomb as a teammate, and there's the first tap, and there's the immediate headshot. Great job. 4 kills in the round for Dapper. Puts Fnatic on notice early. A very good pistol round execute. Moose with that late flank, even though I think it was JW came up the stairs, was able to stop the bomb from getting into the site immediately. Able to recover quite easily.
Yes, a job well done. I mean, just the commitment, putting up the smokes and then going for it was very, very well done. And they lost the 2 early fights, and they still made it back, so that's important. eUnited picking up the pistol round here on Overpass. And now we're going to go for a triple boost down here, which you can do, of course. Oh, well, they're going to get caught, so that does not matter. Oh, grenades to follow. Beautiful.
Yeah, that's great. Phenomenal damage done. Exists down to just 2 HP. Crims, though, has slid over. Only the USPs. Weebly gets the jump. No guarantee he'll get the kill, and indeed he does go down. There's Exist to fall, and a clean sweep for eUnited in this second round. No one goes down for them. A good start.
Don't get to see enough triple boost, Moses. Something we need more.
Get him once in a while.
Quad boost as well.
Seems a pretty big dedication of manpower, of team resources.
Yeah.
4 players.
It is a little bit, but I still
it would be fun.
I still prefer it, you know.
Well, you also like the run boost Zeus.
Yeah, that's it's a dream of mine.
Think it's going to be making a comeback?
I think it'll happen. I think it'll revolutionize the game in a number of ways.
Well, we're going off the deep end. Stairs control for JW. He's pushed down. He's got Crims and Twist taking control of short sewers with him, and eUnited does not want to take this slow. They want to get into the action already. Minute and a half still on the clock, and they're already pushing towards the staircase behind JW, he's got to get around the corner, and he does. This is actually now just such a deadly position.
Yeah. They will have checked this and thought, okay, well, no one was here to begin with. And we saw one guy falling back from restrooms. We checked the stairs, and no one's there. Oh, great. And then they get shot in the back. JW, though, he's still kind of in no man's land and can't find a way out. Dapper will take him down.
That's tough. If they wanted to get JW out of there, they would have had to dedicate so many players in that dirty water to be able to kind of help him out at the squeaky door.
Yeah.
And that's just a tough fight to take. So, I mean, minimal damage caused by JW's push, but it got a lot of information. It's burned a lot of time off the clock. eUnited now going to circle back towards this B bomb site. Grim's playing it passively. Twist playing close up. It could be a split. How many people do they want to send through Monster is the question.
Twist a little bit late to take a peek in here. Timing. Oh, he misses the opportunity. There would have been 2 people there to kill him. And Crims, alone on the bomb site, needs a lot of backup really quickly now. 25 seconds. They're going to commit to the bomb site. They can't really rotate back anywhere else. The map is pretty big if you want to go from A to B here. And he's just waiting in the water right underneath. A bit of a smoke there to try and buy some time. That grenade almost took down FNS. The bomb is being planted in front. And Relix is going to be able to do that as least. So Roland picks up Moose in the meantime, 3-on-3, and making a quick jump over right onto the bomb site. Mid-air almost getting caught, but Roland still picks it up and looking for the triple. He's going to be able to do that as well. Now it's Dapper 1 versus 2. And how can he hold the bomb here? They're both on the other side. Brolin with a quad kill to save the round for Fnatic.
Nice job by Brolin. Exists basically on different sides of that pillar. Dapper had to get aggressive on one. He had to bring it down, but that's a solid round from eUnited. The plant for the extra money, 4 kills as well. Keep the money low of the Fnatic side. You put him immediately into a reset position. And I feel like Fnatic, they're not going to take a timeout, but I mean, look at this buy that's going to come in. Famas, there's going to be some UMPs. They're going to be really light on utility. A nice retake for Brolin, but they've got to do one more round, Fnatic, to stay in this. To stay in this early fight. JW goes down to the shotgun, 2 SMGs.
Yeah, they lost a lot in that round, which is obviously a problem unless they can continue on here. And on the eUnited side, they don't really care. They've got so many Molotovs, so many grenades, AKs all across the board. This is a really strong round for them.
They're going just straight to this B bomb site. All 5 players are here. They're not going for any kind of control. There is smoke over towards bathroom, so it's freezing the players defending in that position. Exists waiting for them to come through the smoke, and they do. Dazzle gets the entry. Down low, but they can still push forward. And Twist just has to buy time. There's JW. That shotgun on the flank does not get into range and through the smoke. One more added on, and that is an exclamation point of a round if I've ever seen it from eUnited.
Think about how much changes if Exist doesn't put Dazzle on 6 health but kills him. There's a good chance he can continue that into the next guy coming through the smoke, and it can all crumble. Like, a lot is decided in that first fight, so great for eUnited. They even flashed their way through the smoke, and it didn't even touch Exist, so he had like every opportunity to pick that one up, and he just cannot do it. So 3-1. eUnited looking very confident right now, hunting for the weapons towards the end, and they're going to get that M4 away from Crims. That's frustrating.
Tapper is being very cautious. There's the jump. He spots it out down to 2 HP. He can't take that fight. You don't want to lose that AK-47. Got FNS wrapping from behind. Nice job keeping the attention of the opposition, and everything is wiped out. That is a harsh reset for Fnatic. Great entry from Dazzle in a tough situation. Through the smoke as well. I don't know, maybe the Molotov kind of showed him some sort of outline on his screen.
He had some sort of indication.
That seemed precise.
It's a good job anyway. We like seeing that. Deagle's now picked up on the Fnatic team to try and have an impact in the round. Why not give yourself a little bit of a ticket to maybe do something?
Did you see that interview that United gave after they beat Na'Vi, where it was like, he's just, everyone's playing really well and really focused because everyone's worried about getting cut.
Great.
You don't know who, everyone's playing for a contract. You don't know who's still going to be on this team.
I kind of doesn't seem like the best working environment, really, but
no, but I mean, I guess when you are this inexperienced and you haven't been to a whole lot of tournaments, I guess one way to keep your contract is make yourself to the playoffs.
Yeah, you know, at that point, do you even cut anybody? Or do you just
precisely
just keep the whole team? Maybe go out and get that extra funding to keep things going. This is just a little bit shuffling around. I think they've wasted a little bit of time so far, United, but they're favoring once again the B bomb side, and I think they're making a good choice here.
Yeah, obviously looking at the mini map, I don't think they've really gotten a whole lot of information across the map. Throwing Relics all on his own. He's one of those players that loves being in the ISO positions, and he's going to find the first, spot out a second and a third. So now they know the B bomb site should be free, and Exist rotating away gets caught. They've done that a couple times, just small fakes towards one side of the map. Previously, it wasn't even a player, it was just some smokes thrown to make it look like they wanted to get bathroom control.
Crims trying to trick someone with the Deagle. Follow up here from JW, probably could have been a kill, but they're not going to make that one work. Roland trying to decide if it's the MAC-10 or the Deagle that's going to be the better weapon if they come for him. This is a strong 4-1 start for eUnited.
Great chance to get to 5-1 as well.
Yeah, really, really good. This is I don't know, it's a bit early to say whether or not it's the same focus on Fnatic, but they were looking so loose in their playstyle yesterday.
They were pretty nasty. That was on Cash, if I recall correctly.
It was, yeah.
Yep. 4-1 here on Overpass in the favor of the underdogs.
I guess we did also mention yesterday that the one thing we didn't know about this Fnatic lineup would be the
map pool.
Yeah, the map pool, right? That'd be hard to know. Still, this is absolutely exciting. Good cleanup here. Dapper with 10-1 at the end of this.
He started out really well. Saw a good couple of entries from Dazzle. So they've got a couple players doing some good things, and obviously strategically they've just made some very convincing calls. Everything's starting out perfectly for United. I mean, always the question with these kind of underdog and inexperienced teams is, how do they do once they get punched in the mouth, right? Like, how do they respond when you hit some adversity?
Yeah, we've yet to find out, but maybe we will. I mean, their lead against Na'Vi was like 12-3 in the first half.
It was
Na'Vi.
mental, yeah. They ended up winning like 16-6 or 16-7 or something like that.
Yeah. Oh. Quick trade, but the MAC-10 is gone. Twist with a pretty good follow-up there. Moves happily tapping away towards the barrels, unable to connect with anyone just yet. So slightly uncomfortable now as they're in a 3-on-3, and they've given up that AK-47.
That does change the nature of the game a little bit, but it actually looks like United is remaining pretty calm. Everyone just stay outside the B bomb site, wait and see if there's going to be more aggression. And I imagine they just kind of walk right in on a contact play pretty soon here. There's no real counter utility to be afraid of from Fnatic. They do have the one Molotov. Here it comes. Krim's going to be on his way back, but Twist with the AK can be the game changer.
Bit of an annoying counter Molotov. I mean, they could pretty much rotate everyone down here for Fnatic, and they are indeed. Twist set up for it, but he's just a bit slow, and they're going to win both those fights. So great job on the T side. 5th round on the board, and Dazzle with a double kill. This is really good. Yeah,
well, we'll see how this goes here for eUnited. Fnatic going to get their first real strong buy coming in. M4s across the board. There's going to be the AWP on Twist. And even an AWP on JW. So switching right into the double op setup. I'm not even sure if it was necessarily slow for Twist. I think just the aim punch as well. You know, once you get hit without that armor, you're just like, well, there's no point in even trying.
No, it can get a bit rough, can't it?
Plenty of money in the coffers for the offense. JW with one of those ups out towards long A. Twist with the other, headed towards sandbags, held off by the Molotov and Relics. Ooh. Look how aggressive that is, and Twist wasn't ready for it. He just went right to his spot, took a shot, knows the Molotov is going to prevent them from getting close up.
Someone's been watching Tabson play. So, you know what? That looks like a really good way to play this game. Exist is going to win that fight, but could have gone either way. Now he's a little bit boxed in. He's going to go for the peek, and Relics is still there and waiting for him. This is another good attempt at the B bomb site. They haven't really committed yet, but they're right on the edge, and Fnatic have rotated in. FNS is going to be going down. Oh, that's actually JW taking down Relics, so it's still a 2-on-2.
But the bomb doesn't want to have anything to do with this. Now throwing out some utility still towards that B bomb site. But Brolin just takes a peek and spots Dapper falling away with the bomb. So JW's already going to stay at this A bomb site. He's ready to rotate back if needed. 45 seconds left. United, I think they believe that going back to A would just take far too long. So they have a 2-on-1 here. And JW, with this flank, it's going to get a lot of information, but it's going to keep him so far away from that B bomb site. You're essentially telling Brolin he's got to do it all on his own here.
A very good player for them, but you're right, this is a difficult task. Would need to get a kill pretty early on, I think, and even then if the bomb goes down, definitely not set and done. 17 seconds, JW's almost at the connector now, so it could be there pretty quickly to maybe shoot someone in the back if they try and fall back from that angle. Molotov to clear out one more position. Broland just close by, edging in. Bomb does go down. There's JW gone next. Dapper gonna get shot in the back, and he wants to catch him, but Dazzle, smart play, running away pretty quickly. Brolan going to be touching the bomb. He's not even going to fake it, just holding it down the full distance. That's a great win there for Fnatic. He even cleans it up. Double for him and the defuse. Earlier was the quad kill. Definitely stepping up big right now.
I'm not sure if Dazzle heard that, or maybe he was just, his bluff was just called, but either way, yeah, big win for Brolan. But again, a victory for Fnatic with only one player surviving. They do save the op over to JW, but it's not going to be an ideal buy out of them. And once again, just backs against the wall in terms of their economy. Immediately they can be reset, and it would be a very, very harsh one. So this is pretty big round for the context of this half overall, eUnited, even in a loss, finding ways to get a lot of damage done. Twist and Crim's going to go for a boost. Crim's ready to flick up towards the door if it were to open.
I feel like that position is one that people check very regularly now. So even though you can catch people off guard, it can also be kind of risky. It's just your face showing at this point. So somebody takes a shot at it, you're probably just going to die immediately.
Spammable as well from below for the booster.
Well, clearing out connector. Holding Moose down outside of B just to make sure no one's sneaking through. Good kill from Brolan, and yeah, he's going to Molotov that and try and fall back. No one there to catch him at long either, and if there was, JW would be there with that AWP. So that's a nice kill.
These Relics want to go for this. It doesn't matter now. Flashbang's going to come out, but JW's already given up the angle. Fnatic pretty happy with their one-man lead at this juncture in the round. Bomb is still very, very far back. It's so far back, indeed, that eUnited can't commit anywhere, even if they wanted to. Everyone's spread across the map in a default to make sure there's going to be no more aggression. Who's going to provide them with that first kill? 3 players towards the B bomb site for the defense.
30 seconds is really not a lot of time. Crims has a Molotov somewhere, so if he gets onto the bomb site in time, if they realize what's coming, this jump is very scary for JW. That could have gone very bad. Could have put a deep grenade, lands right in the face of Dapper, and now they should know. 17 seconds, and they're going to put on all their grenades here, eUnited, looking for that 6th round. Dapper to open it, Relics with the follow-up. He can't get that second shot in. Now 7 seconds, bomb is not planted, and Dapper, well, even if he got that kill, he wouldn't have had time. Quad kill for Crims instead. Big win for the Swedish team.
Here's that adversity we talked about with eUnited. What is the response? Now you have Fnatic surviving with 3 players, getting a little bit of wind beneath their sails. Can make this much, much more difficult for eUnited. 5 AK setup for the offense is 5 kits and the AWP on JW for Fnatic. 2 rounds in a row for the Swedish side. B-Rush?
Good old B-Rush.
Yeah, I like it.
Especially with the speed they've been putting on and the first bullet accuracy. They are running into a little bit of trouble here with the grenades coming out. Exist ready with the AK-47, and yeah, that crossfire, they just could not break that apart. Good double here for Exist. Stops the bomb, and as much as we do all love the B-rushes, didn't really work out this time.
No, and that actually turns into quite a bit of an issue. If all 5 players survive here, Moose gonna head up. I think Crims had to have spotted the shoulder. Definitely now. There's the shots. There's the kill. 4 to 5. Fnatic coming back into this.
I'm really hearing Fnatic shouting a lot. I think they might just be having a bit of a laugh themselves.
It's not very Swedish of them.
It isn't. That's why I want them to do it, you know? Break away from that.
Break the mold?
Yeah.
All right.
Get some more personality into the Swedish scene. That would be great.
This is a B-Rush call when United had full utility. They had plenty of time, plenty of options of which strategy to run if they wanted to do something a little bit slower, if they wanted to head towards bathrooms. But either way, going for an uppercut, a change of pace with all 5 players, and it doesn't pan out.
Not just yet. Headsets are off at least for Twist, so I guess we'll see if he's if they can sort out those problems ASAP, as they say.
As soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. I was hoping that that wouldn't need a translation, Moses. I'm not gonna lie.
Just making sure. You don't know who's tuning in.
No. Could be anybody.
Don't want nobody left behind, as they say.
So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of too soon to call. What is going on the monitor? Crims and JW. I think there are countries where you get arrested for that. May even be
a couple of them.
Maybe a couple of them. They do look happy though, and that's
all that matters, really.
It's been a key for Fnatic, hasn't it?
You can just make yourself happy.
By dancing. Do you like dancing, Moses?
No, GDK likes dancing.
I know. He's pretty good at it, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, I've seen Dan dancing.
Chad knows some dancing things.
He does?
Yeah, he's got his mom was a dancer.
Oh. That surprises me, on the other hand.
Alex knows some dancing. Alex knows some ballet.
I've seen Alex dancing as well, on some occasions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that seems reasonable to me.
Okay.
Chad's the
surprise one?
Yeah, it's the slippers, isn't it? That you'd imagine him in that.
I don't think he's gone that far.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
I reckon Chad could bust out some dance moves, rock the dance floor if he chose to.
Outdance DDK maybe.
Could definitely outdance DDK.
All right. Well, we'll find out one day.
Dan's more of like an adult dancer, you know?
Yeah. Well, just I don't know what to say. Henry's got a very seductive dancing style. Very R-rated. It's the 10th round now, and because of that B rush, as you said, they kind of threw away a lot of equipment in that round. And it did not work out how they were expecting, so they've let Fnatic back in the game. 5 rounds on CT side Overpass against Fnatic, to me, seems like a pretty good deal, but if you start off with 5 rounds, you obviously expect to end up on more, and right now that could be difficult. Dapper, though, winning the fight against Broline over at long. JW wanted to help him out, but just wasn't there in time.
Wondering if that's a miscommunication between the two, because when we saw that previously, remember, JW was perched up the whole time to allow him that safety net. This time it's not with him. Relics is going to be able to dink down Twist as well, so some pressure being applied to this defense. They've pulled a third player over towards A for the moment. The longer it takes for eUnited to readjust across the map and change their attack point, the longer it gives Fnatic to kind of recover from this scenario. Up on JW, transferred over, and is Dapper going to be ready? Oh, a missed shot, and there it is. You're punished for that. The Deagle rings true. A 5-on-3, and Twist has 10 health, but they're going right at the 2 rifles, and there's no time left. There's only 7 seconds. The spray transfer is in. They need this kill. Can they still get the plant?
No, they can't. The time's definitely up. Exist going to be winning that round at the end. Obviously, Crims to set it up. They'd done everything right, and JW had kind of given them a pretty big chance to win it right then. It's not often you see JW. I think he almost looked like he was a little bit shocked that someone would show up,
It's still running there, I think, because the time was going so low. He didn't think there'd be one more straggler to turn that corner, but a dangerous round for Fnatic that eUnited almost turns against him.
Yeah, I feel like if you lose a round like that, though, that for a new team, that could be a frustrating experience, right?
It definitely can. I mean, you have to kind of just take the positives. You already have your 5 rounds on T side, so you should be, happy with where you're at so far. Oh, Brolin, the aggression. That's the one they're not expecting. Catches him off guard. A little bit of the inexperience, a change of play, and the aggression is so punishing. Dazzle and Dapper, 2 of their better players that we've seen in this game so far, out for the count.
That maybe especially catches them off guard because they actually grenaded that and got Brolin down very low. So they would have thought, if anyone's in that smoke, they're obviously not going to push through. That's the last thing they'll want to do. Oh, maybe Relics. He wants to push on in and catch JW, but not able to yet. That was very close. He could have absolutely done that. I think Twist missed him even walking past. So
I think so as well, which would have made that so dangerous for JW, who's still got the angle. Krim's going to watch his back. Oh, he spots him. Surely he saw that. Did he not? Now he does, and oh, he's lucky to be away with his life. He did not see it originally, but JW still holding on the fort in bathrooms, and FNS and Moose. They have no access into this bomb site. 48 seconds on the clock. They've got to try and wrap behind or do something.
Some very sketchy timing in this particular game, or in this round here. I mean, that could have gone either which way. Brolin through the smoke. Relics almost catching JW. Krim's almost getting caught out there. A lot of moments. And here we go again. Twist gets taken out. Yes, one of those rounds. 24 seconds now on the clock, and they're going to start to bring the bomb back. Crims is holding down. He's kind of low on health, but that Molotov is definitely going to help out. Yeah, they're going to see it, and they're going to think, oh, well.
Yeah, I think they're just going to call for a save. There's only 10 seconds. You don't have time to go through Monster. You got to get this kill right now. You're not going to be able to clear out everything. And yeah, here's Crims, and that's a good hold. He's trying to pull the bomb out. There's no chance now for FNS, and so here's a little bit of that inexperience. Here's a little bit of maybe also not just an experience as a team at tournaments, but just in terms of this lineup in general. So play call's not coming in quick enough, and once again, eUnited is stalled out.
Fnatic, what was that? 5-1 for eUnited, and now it's 5-6. So that's upsetting. If you're on the eUnited team, tactical timeout, I think, is probably a good idea at this point to calm the troops down. They still have a lot that they can work off of here. I think someone like Dapper right now seems to be playing a good game. Seems to be willing to go aggressive. Relics too, we've seen. So I would try and follow up on that. Look for some of those fights early on, and don't be scared of Fnatic. I like that they play that style.
It helps massively that they already have those 5 rounds, right? Because obviously you want more, but you have, you know, essentially another 4 rounds. So just even if you just had 1, even if you just get up to 6, that's going to feel so much more comfortable. So plenty of time to catch your breath and just go for that 1 more round in this half. AK is purchased up for United. This time they don't have all the utility they'd like in the world. FNS with a full kit. Everyone else is struggling just a bit.
Yeah, definitely lacking in the grenade department. Rushing. Oh my god. He was all the way committed, and Crim's not there to follow it up in time. He's going to get the 1 kill, but they readjust very quickly to pick him up. So,
yeah, goodness gracious.
That was action-packed, wasn't it?
I don't know what that was entirely.
Like, it's fair enough to push the L-bend, but he jumped into the...
Was he trying to jump over the fire?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Well, again, eUnited hits the pause button, but they stay largely positioned around this B bomb site. Moose going to pick up the bomb far back. Fnatic, with 1 man down, feel like they need to make some kind of a play. They got to be careful. Dazzle on the stairs can pop up at any moment. Brolin is protecting JW, but if they go too far, it's just going to be easy, and I think this might be the one. JW has to stay scoped up, and there's... Oh, I can't get it. I think Dazzle spotted an elbow. Doesn't see that, though. He glances over. That might be a resolution issue, but this could be so deadly. If Brolin is patient, he could close this round out for Fnatic.
He's waiting. There's the kill, 40 seconds. He wanted to get 1 more in there. Got a Molotov up to try and stop the bomb from going down, or at least forcing it on the other side. Brolin going to fall. Relics finding a really important frag there. And that eliminates all danger for eUnited. 6-6. Tied up once again. And actually, the Fnatic economy couldn't really handle that loss. I mean...
It's a bit busted up, isn't it? And they're still going to buy because Exist just has so much money. He's going to drop a FAMAS and pick up a weapon of his own. But I mean, just when we're talking about eUnited aim to get at least 1 more round in these last 4, if they break them here, you kind of have a little bit of a red carpet to a solid first half. Who's
the coach on eUnited? He has a giant phone book, Moses, that he's writing in. He's got so many notes. I really like that.
Is it an actual phone book, or is that a bit of hyperbole?
Just wait until you see it. Oh, like I said, people tend to check that. And FNS is going to get that kill on Twist. Good job.
JW gets a freebie with the Mag 7, and even Brolin is pushed up towards Picnic. Relics would be the one to challenge him if they do kind of engage each other. He's checking for any point of aggression. But he's making a lot of noise, Relics, as he moves, and that's going to allow Brolin to swing out and not find that kill, but...
Oh, no.
Relics, his own Molotov, burns him alive. And Exist gets the cash.
He was near the fountain, right? He could have jumped up there, put out the flames. Didn't really work out that way. Moose crouching on in, and that really pays off. Patient lurk from him, and a double kill to open up the whole round. This is turning into a very good first half here for eUnited. Once again, kind of shocking, I think, everyone at home and probably some of the other teams too, thinking, what on earth is going on?
I think they're catching Fnatic off guard because they're willing to do contact plays, right? They're willing to kind of just walk through Monster and kind of duck underneath that ramp and try and obscure their vision and get some advanced positioning, and I think that's really surprising Fnatic. They don't know where JW is. 1 versus 3 sneaking in. He knows 1 is in the pit. He saw that smoke, immediate headshot. You don't need to peek this. 2-on-1, you have the bomb as well. Play it smart, it shouldn't be an issue, and JW is going to start turning the corner. FNS behind the pillar, and he's just playing for time. Dapper, but is going to end it anyways. 7-6, and that breaks the economy.
Yeah, Fnatic definitely needed some of the remaining rounds here. Now their economy, as you said, is going to be very broken.
Dapper at 17-6 in this game.
For a first half ratio against Fnatic, that's just impressive.
Yeah, fair play.
It is really fun. I mean, there definitely was there's an era in the beginning of Global Offensive where you pretty much had no expectations that you would see any upsets of any teams you didn't know. Like, you knew what teams were going to be in the top 4 most of the time, right?
Yeah.
For sure, Nip and Very games early on, but then, you know, it's just a question of what other teams, maybe some of the Danish ones, could try and follow along. But now we've just got a lot of craziness happening, and it's not just, you know, not just here in Chicago, but seen it before. I really enjoy it.
So much of the individual ability of players has caught up. So even if you're not necessarily always there tactically or making the right call, you can still contend in that area, where in the past it was teams were behind on in terms of their talent and ability and strategically.
Yeah. Yeah, there was just, the gap was too much for people to make any kind of realistic
The nice
upsets.
thing is we're even now getting upsets in best of threes.
Yeah.
It's no longer just the best of one syndrome.
Round number 15, last of the half here in a best of 3, still the first map, so there's plenty of time for either team to recover and do even better. Right now, Fnatic obviously the ones looking for a better shot than they currently have. 7th round, if they can pick that up though, I mean, this is still a pretty open game, but...
Oh, this position from Brolin. He's done good here. Pop Flash comes in, he does turn from it. Oh, he follows up. Dazzle trying to get that trade in quickly. Not going to happen. The shoulder peek for more information, and Brolin excelling. And essentially a 1 versus 3, and this round is all Fnatic. They're going to end it with 7.
Yeah, this is a solid round, isn't it? JW crouching on in to get that one. Triple on Brolin, though. 8-7 finish in favor of eUnited. I think they should be very happy at the moment.
Yeah, they should be. Great start to the game. I think more than anything, you just establish that you can fight these guys on an individual level, and going into the second half, we'll see what they've got. Sometimes the CT side is more difficult for inexperienced teams, but we'll find all that out after the break. Stay with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Fnatic and eUnited here. Big game happening on Overpass. eUnited up 1 round, 8-7 in their favor. That was on the T side. I've never seen eUnited play until yesterday, and I must be honest, I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, you can even go so far as to say that if it weren't for the efforts of Brolin, obviously that big clutch sticking the defuse, he had that triple kill at the end of the half. He had another round over towards Long A in the first half that was incredible. If it weren't for like those 3 rounds where Brolin really lifts them up, Fnatic could be in much more trouble than they currently are.
Wow.
Relics, on the other hand, just wants to get a quick kill and fall back.
Another one of those players that spelled his name backwards, Moses. What is happening in your country?
I don't know. They're all weird. Kids these days. Look at Dazzle and Dapper. They don't want to sit back. They've already pushed through Monster on the CT side. They're clearing everything out. Moose is going to start rotating as well. They do have to kind of stay honest that a door to Sandbags hit could come.
Yeah.
But they do need to find a way with this information to stack that A bomb site. Moose needs to get over there.
Yeah, I think any second now they're going to start to realize that is the call right now. Dazzle is holding by T-spawn in case anyone tries to walk back, but yeah, this is going to be a pretty big hit coming out from the Fnatic side, and no one there to shoot them in the back just yet. Molotov to commit to it. FNS dropping down a little bit low. Twist charging onto the site. It was a terrible first half for him, but he gets one opening kill there at least on the bomb site. Relics and FNS with a bit of a return, and Exist crouching in for the Glock spray, and they're going to get the kill on Relics too. Not bad at all here for Fnatic, but the bomb plant still has not happened, and Dazzle, he's right behind them, sneaking on in with the USP. A little bit of attention being drawn from Dapper on the other side. Fnatic not having a lot of control on this bomb side. They're going to get it with the kill on Crims. Not bad at all. Dapper now, 1 versus 2. Sneaking on, the aim punches too much, and Exist will take him down. And Fnatic, they needed that round.
They really did, and what a hard round for them to win. eUnited had all the information. What they didn't have was the ability to get players in the proper position to take advantage of it. The 3-man hold on the site initially was fine. But when you have that much of a read, did not have that flank come in for so long, that other player, Dapper, over at the B bomb site took a long time to get in as well. Those A defenders held off as long as they could. All tied up now with the pistol going to Fnatic and a half-buy coming in here for eUnited.
Scout, 3 UMPs and an AK-47. Relics running into a grenade, but he wanted to repeat what he did in the pistol, just to get a parting kill. Not quite going to be possible this time. He's just counting the seconds instead, isn't he? Oh. No luck this time.
Oh, Twist rushing down over the crackling of the flames. FNS couldn't quite hear it. Control for Fnatic with a man advantage.
I imagine if you were going to play the style that Fnatic were doing yesterday, it is generally speaking better to be able to do that on the T side, or at least it's better to be able to sort of dictate the pace a little bit more. So it could just be that Fnatic are going to be more fired up and maybe a little bit more alive here now that they play the T side. There is a guy, Relic, sneaking in behind them, so could maybe get one good kill with a deagle if timing is right, but they're coming through the monster tunnel, so it's... Oh, that was a big opportunity that they did not get the kill at. Now turning around, Brolin actually does go down, jumping into the arms. 2 people, but they'll still clean it all up. And Dazzle, there's nothing he can do now.
That 1 kill on a JW, if he'd gotten there a little bit earlier, was able to line up that shot easier. He gets that frag, and then the 2 players in water can create a crossfire with him if he's able to come up to sandbags, and that's tough. Margin of a second, and Dazzle's going to go down. JW knows exactly where he is, sees the leg. Ooh, he wants the knife!
That's so dirty, isn't it?
What an awesome thing to do. I love JW.
He doesn't even look impressed, does he? But, yeah, that's a way to send a message.
A couple of shots to the kneecap.
Who does that? Who does that?
It's so good.
What? A little rat.
The best kind of rat.
That is amazing. Yes, I love JW as well. That's really, really a job well done. It's apparently a sound issue for a Twist, and once he's back online, we'll get the match resumed. But that's a fire rate to start that second half.
Not bad at all.
Maybe we can get a shot of the coach in his phone book. I don't know if it's possible here, but this is. I like the idea of people bringing handwritten notes.
Bringing all the tools into the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, a chance for United to kind of just sit and catch their breath, even if they can't talk about anything, calm down. They've still put up, even in some of the rounds they've lost, I mean, they're not getting wiped out. These have been some exciting sequences. Even to start this second half, obviously that round was pretty close to being contentious, and the pistol round probably should have been won by United, so they're doing some very good things across the map.
Yeah, that's, I think, the encouraging part is if they win one of those clutches, then suddenly it works out in their favor and they're right back in the game. But if you lose too many clutches in a row, that can also start to wear on the team a bit. lose one or two at the cross of a map, maybe that's one thing, but if you keep having close rounds but you can't convert them, that can weigh you down a little bit. One flashbang on Relics, and then the rest set up to react to it, although they might not even get a chance here. That's pretty aggressive, and they just find it out. I think that was Twist or Exist just immediately realizing what was going on.
Yeah, and there's no way for eUnited to kind of get back into this game. Or excuse me, this round. They're just far too out of position. The bomb site's already lost. Good utility, good decision making from Fnatic, and JW with just this CZ is just going to push up, get all the information. He sees multiple more far back. So Fnatic should have an easy time. Just don't lose any of the rifles. Even the UMPs aren't the biggest thing that you need to hold on to. You can spend one of those trying to get some of the bonus money and pushing up.
Oh, somehow that works. Relics following up on the aggression. Dazzle going to be taking down Crims now. Don't want to be giving away any AK-47s to the other side here, and Exist is going to make sure they don't get to pick any up, but that was more expensive than it probably needed to be.
And Berlin couldn't find the other AK-47, not in time at least, so one small loss for Fnatic, not bad for eUnited. But here we go, guns are out. Relics has the AWP. They've got plenty of utility, so good job with their economy in these first 3 rounds of the half. What have they got in store for us? We've seen some aggression, not only that previous round, but on pistol with Relics peeking up towards Fountain with the USP, getting a kill onto JW. You can see they're not too scared of making those kind of aggressive plays. Relics gonna peek down Monster.
No, they're really an exciting team, I think, to watch for that reason right now. It's just the lack of fear. Crims taking the fight, but Relics winning it. No problem with that AWP. Half health, but oh no. Oh, the sound. That could have maybe got him killed a little bit then, but he's still going to win it out, Brolin. Maybe an unnecessary risk. Relics still to follow it up, and I don't know.
Relics has gotten them 2 advantages in this round. The opening kill and that follow-up, because that push from Dapper wasn't necessarily needed when you were in a 5-on-4. Gets caught out by Brolin, but Relics still keeping them in the lead in the round. 3 players left for Fnatic, and they're all sitting outside the B bomb site. No control over towards A, no presence in bathrooms, nothing at Fountain. So if they want to readjust, they're going to have to go up the staircase, which hasn't even been cleared.
Less than 50 seconds on the clock, so whatever they want to do, they kind of have to make up their minds now. If you end up going at 20 seconds, then they know what's coming. Then you're not going to change your mind at that point in time on Overpass from A to B. Relics, 1 more kill, make it a triple. Not quite through the smoke, but might be able to pick up Twist here as well. No, in fact, he loses the fight. 2 kills in return for Twist. That's really a great job, and almost catching a guy jumping down. That was Dazzle. Could have been caught mid-air. Exist is going to be out of it, and that might just be the crucial kill here for eUnited to pick up a round. Twist with 15 seconds, low on health, AWP, and no bomb plant. Bomb is even dropped. Yeah, you can see right under. Nicely done.
It's almost not even fair. Feels like just an impossible clutch for Twist to have won.
Yeah.
Great job initially by Relics, the opening 3 kills for eUnited. Even some pretty decent trades. There's your phone book. That is quite a thick ream of paper.
He's divided all of the maps that they played up into seconds, like 17th second. they threw this grenade. Well, it's good to see people do the homework and make sure they're well prepared. Certainly eUnited, they must have impressed everyone already. Certainly been a fun team to watch individually, and I think you know, sticking to some of the basics as we've talked about, which is just fine. That's not necessarily a point of criticism, really. There's no point in running really elaborate fake strategies on the T side if you can do the sort of the more basic stuff and still win. All right, now Fnatic's trying to see if they can sneak in a kill. Catch anyone, but they're pretty far back on the map right now. There's no really, I guess right now FNS is a little bit peeking in towards the connector. He's just checking and not seeing anyone there.
It's actually a pretty good situation for eUnited to be in. You've got Relics with that AWP, and he's right between. He's got to be careful in that position. You can get caught easily, but he can help both Both points of attack for Fnatic. No one pressuring Dazzle as well, so he can either flank or fall back when the hit comes in. And now the utility is going to be a dead giveaway. What does the op do in this position?
Oh, that's a great shot. Brolin down to 5 as well. Relics, he wants more, and he's going to get it. Brolin sacrificing himself. Finally, to get the refrag in. Dazzle going to lose the fight to exist over at long. 25 seconds, and the bomb will be going down. Moose, he's going to get the 1 kill, and actually following up. That's a really good job. Sure, the bomb went down, but yeah, they hold it nicely. That's going to be tying up the scoreline 10-10.
I was going to say, you're going to be happy with that. Who cares about the bomb plant? Finally, eUnited can build up a little bit of money that's taken everything away from Fnatic. The extra 800 helps them, and they might go for a small half-buy pistol and armor. But a great hold, and this follow-up flashbang, not even the shot. The teammate flash, look how it funnels 4 players, all 5 actually, excuse me, all 5 Fnatic players run to the same corner to sit in. Even the follow-up from Relics unfortunately couldn't get away, but great coordination on the counter utility to slow down that hit by everyone, just a little bit of time to work with.
Fnatic must be starting to feel some of the nerves now. The economy once again stretched out. They're tied up against a team they don't know very much about and might have had a...
Oh, God.
Oh, well.
That's a panic Molotov.
Got to be careful when you're throwing fire around, you know?
In case you're you know, a newer viewer as well, you might not... maybe one that doesn't focus on the NA scene as well. Relics has been around for some time. He's ranked for a couple teams at different tournaments, and he's had some very phenomenal performance and some tough ones, but no doubt this kid's got talent. Just got to find the right team in the right situation to allow it to thrive. Dazzle's going to get turned on, but they line up for him. 2 kills, and Moose over the top to alleviate some of that pressure. Even Dazzle to finish it off after those first 2 kills. 11-10, and Fnatic doesn't make a dent that round.
Oh, now eUnited in the lead, 11-10. And the Fnatic team, they could buy in this round. They could get the AKs, and they will, but honestly, I think the pressure is so much more on the Swedes, given their performance yesterday and given the fact that, you know, they're the big name and the ones that everyone is kind of maybe expecting to pick up this match. So for eUnited right now, this could turn into something of a landslide, I think, in their favor, especially in terms of momentum. Just the feeling that now is working. We've got it.
And a pretty solid setup as well. The Moose is giving it up as Dazzle wants to fall away. Dazzle providing support. But Moose at the top of the stairs with Relics and Dapper holding that short sewers. Could have been able to combine to just shut down any play in towards Squeaky Door and toward that staircase. Oh, there's a hole in the door as well. Relics wants that. Oh, I think he saw a leg. He definitely saw a leg, definitely saw an arm there. And I think JW knows it as well.
Yeah, he does. Is he going to be tempted to try and go for it? Yeah, he makes the jump. He's going to be fine. That was a scary moment.
Trixie Hobbitses.
Making his way out.
Over towards long A we go, and the last time Fnatic hit the A bomb site, it was a good enough read for eUnited that they could have pretty stacked defense there. Can they do it again? Crim's far back towards T-spawn, watching for aggression through Monster. Utility just making noise towards that B bomb site to try and keep players there. JW now rotating over towards long, and even Crim's coming here, so Fnatic with 35 seconds left gearing up for an A hit. They've got Moose close up for the defense. Relics and Dazzle inside the bomb site, and Relics has that AWP. Wants to use the cover of the flames to allow him to take 1 shot towards Highway, and he's going to get it.
Yeah, that'll take all the attention away. They might forget about the fact that Moose could be this close, so that's the other end of that. Dazzle will take down Exist, and Moose will actually fall. Brolin with the kill on Relics. Not quite done yet. Dazzle now. Close range. They line up for 1 kill, and actually a little bit of team damage, I think, almost in there. It's going to be the round 1 by eUnited with 3 members alive. This is looking very good. Dapper up at 22 kills and a 2-round lead.
They're holding on very well.
Yeah, they are.
This Fnatic team, and even with some of that adversity coming in, Moose with that position looked like he was going to get 1 freebie, but a perfectly timed peek from Crim's kind of throws that all to hell. Either way, the defense behind it.
You know, at the beginning of the day, Moses, I thought I was going to flex a little bit on social media, and I sort of, I said, Navi going to win the first game. I think Fnatic going to win this one. So, well, it cursed everybody.
I've always said it's very important that you eventually learn just to keep your mouth shut.
That's too late, Moses. It's been almost 33 years or something, isn't it? We're way past that point.
Way past that one. 12-10 for eUnited, looking to have another upset here, and this would put them in the lead for a series. I think this is for a playoff spot as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we're in the upper bracket. You're absolutely right. Some AKs being picked up on the CT side. It's always fun when you can steal some of those weapons for defensive purposes, and Fnatic don't have a lot to fight with in this round. Oh, still, Fast could have definitely gone down there.
Yeah, he's going to be frustrated with the fact that that took so long. That's dangerous because he can be an easy cleanup if they just make one mistake on a rotation. And the nice thing is Dazzle's pushed up all the way to playground. He's going to start flanking through T-spawn. So again, 3 players are going to be at this B bomb site. No reason for any of them to leave. And there's just not enough utility to make this hit work for Fnatic. 2 smokes, 2 Molotovs. The one flashbang is the issue because you're not going to blind enough players for long enough to actually get these pistols to be able to wrap around the bomb site.
Wow, well, that's a wallbang spray for Moose taking down JW. Not the best way to get started when you're rushing that B-bomb side. 3, 2, 1, I'm dead.
Everyone throw your smokes in. 4 sec. Ah, damn.
13-10. This is looking so good right now.
And I mean, look at the money on top of it. A lot of things leaning in the favor of eUnited at the moment. They've had enough dominant victories to get themselves some base of money to work with.
Oh, over at the other game, MIBR has taken down NRG in the first match, 16-10, so...
Not too shabby on Cash as well.
Yeah.
Was that on Cash or was that?
I don't know, Inferno.
Okay, that was way off. Second map is Cash. Crim's going to come through the smoke that he himself put down to extinguish the Molotov, but no damage is exchanged from either team.
Always risky when you come charging through that smoke. You never know if someone's boosted or if they're playing close or if they've already wrapped up behind. Like, there's a lot of angles.
It is sometimes a coin flip, isn't it? You're like, all right, well, where is he?
But again, that's kind of the style that eUnited were playing themselves. So maybe Fnatic just, again, I think that is kind of a style that I want them to play in some sense. Even with the risks and all. Grouping up on this side and seeing maybe if they can get another crack at the A bomb site. It didn't really work out last time, but a lot of this could really go badly if Twist doesn't win this fight over at long. If he's lurking late, that's a different thing, but they're going to go and peek him, and he's going to lose it. Now the rest, if they come in, they're going to want to walk into a crossfire.
And they don't want anything to do with it. You can see they all just immediately took a couple steps back. Now I think they're going to end up throwing their utility and rotating back towards the B bomb site. That kill might alert. It's pulled Moose over. Fnatic can't possibly know that at the moment, but this is going to be an interesting decision. Actually, they're going to keep going forward towards that A bomb site. Relics and Dazzle now have a crossfire, but Brolin's gone out towards long to have a late flank.
Yeah, taking over where Twist left off. No kills yet happening in favor of Fnatic. They're going to get the one. Brolin a little bit late in it. Going to get the kill on Relics. Moose with the follow-up, and he can't range for that spray. That would have been the big double up there. Dapper dropping very low, and he's going to be going down. 8 seconds now, and FNS is too far away to stop the bomb from dropping, so Fnatic might have actually found a way back into it, and that's pretty impressive. Once they lose that first kill, they recommit to the A bomb site. If it works out in their favor, I'd be a little bit shocked. FNS sneaking in. He does spot one. They actually almost lined up for that. That could have been very scary, but Crims is going to win it instead, and Fnatic will pick up the round.
FNS doesn't hold the trigger to complete that kill. He thought he would have had it. Thought there would have been a dink in that opening salvo. Again, frustrating for him. He's had a couple kills that have gone that way, but either way. 13-11, eUnited still with the lead. The problem is the money's starting to run low. You have 3 players now bought out pretty low. That's awkward. FNS thought for sure that was going to be a kill. Scrappy fight, as we know Fnatic likes to do when they need one the most to get into that site, and somehow they come out on top. That's a great late flank, an adjustment for Brolin to go out towards long to make sure Relics can't stay alive.
I think we've all been there, where you take your finger off the mouse just one millisecond earlier. And you try and explain it to your friends, and they say, yeah, excuses. And just feel really bad, Moses.
You put it on Reddit, and everyone on Reddit's a professional.
Yeah.
You were moving still.
Yeah. A lot of experts over there. 13-10. And they are going to have one more crack at it here, Fnatic. They picked up that AWP on JW. Maybe that could be a deciding difference. Relics. He's been good with this, though.
He has been. 19-18 for him. Holding his angle amidst the sounds of a flushing toilet. Here comes the peek. Oh, a missed shot. And Dazzle can't get it quick enough. Brolin wraps around behind him. The rest of these players from United need to save. Yeah, you need to just bail out. That's a pretty aggressive stance for the defense. When they both die there, you just have no chance of getting in. Great Molotovs for Fnatic to ensure the retake is not possible. Now, the fortunate side for these three guys on eUnited is that Fnatic just don't have the money to really hunt these guns down. They might send 1 or 2 players. It might be a very superficial hunt, but they should be able to get away with the majority of these M4s.
Yeah, and that's absolutely important. I mean, one thing that could kill this whole adventure for United would be if they ended up having to eco for a couple of rounds here towards the end of the game. That would really be upsetting for them. So hopefully they're not going to be in that situation, but Fnatic with everybody alive still. And they are looking for them. Moose, maybe the closest candidate to get found, but he's not gonna.
Twist goes down with a bomb.
That seemed very unnecessary. But again, maybe they were also watching Sips defuse yesterday.
Like, I can't let that happen.
We don't want to be in that scenario.
Timeout for United. Catch their breath. They're going to buy here. Dapper can drop an M4 over to either Dazzle or Relics, and Moose can drop an SMG, a FAMAS, whatever they might want. So last buy for a bit for United, and it comes at a very tense time, 12-13. Losing here, you get a hard reset. You will have a decent losing bonus built up of 3 rounds. But tied at 13-13, you don't really want to have any rounds where you sit out.
No, absolutely not. This is it's been a great run for them up until this point. But Fnatic, I think, I mean, they are just a very, very powerful team at the moment. They seem super focused. Some of the rounds that they've been winning, and just having Brolin up there, Crims as well. I think that was the same duo that was doing a lot of work. Maybe the only one missing from the trio of players that were playing well yesterday is Twist, who was a little bit lower on the scoreboard.
He's having a very quiet game, isn't he?
Yeah.
See if he can pick it up down the stretch. Even when you have these tough games, sometimes all that matters is just you're going to have that one opportunity to have great impact, even if the volume isn't there. And this is risky. We've seen this, I think, the previous round as well with that aggressive crossfire in bathrooms. Is now that it's crunch time, you could see United trying to pull some sneaky ideas out. Dazzle hears the flashbang, doesn't want to peek with it at all. Can't hear these footsteps, though. Now the question is, how long do him and Relics want to keep this push up? Because you have no one with eyes on bathroom. They could actually, there's a free avenue into the A bomb site if anyone from Fnatic was insane. But at what
some
point,
of them are.
Yeah, some of them truly are. What happens eventually? Like, when does the call come for Dazzle to start flanking and get information? We've seen a lot of cool flanks out of eUnited in this half that have just, the timing of them has just been missed by 3 or 4 seconds. And Fnatic is all aligned for a B hit. Moose has been pulled away. It's just FNS and Dapper.
Can they hold on? Good smoke to put out the Molotov. Oh no, that kind of misses a little bit. See if he can improvise with it. Grenade does a bit of damage, and the follow-up though is even better. JW taking down Dapper, and now madness inside of the smoke. Brolin falling down with the AK-47. That was very confusing, and they're going to back off once again.
That's his own smoke. Remember, he messed up that smoke, and that's that exact one, just blocking his vision a little bit to buy time for that jump into the water to be effective, and that is a knockout blow. It's going to be 13-13. Fnatic is going to be flush with cash, and eUnited will be hurting. I think they'll be able to have another round of a purchase because Moose, with the losing bonus, should be able to drop one. But they need Dazzle to survive here, especially if he can get that AK-47. That's beautiful. Crim's a small mistake there, but every mistake at this juncture of the game counts.
Yeah, the fact that if they can save these guns, sort of, even if they're losing rounds, it will extend their life a little bit longer. Maybe they have a bit more battery to go at the end of the game, because right now this is shaping up to go the full distance. And in those last rounds, if you have 1 or 2 people who's on a UMP instead of an M4 or an AK or something like that, it does make a big difference. Tied up at 13-13 now. That's a good grenade.
Well, and they know he put the Molotov out, right? So
yeah.
Chuck the grenades, and unfortunately Dapper doesn't change his position at all, and there's FNS, so we can't see it so well from that angle, but we saw it originally. Just the edge of that smoke obscuring his vision just enough. Another timeout for United, making sure they used all of them, everything they possibly can, because it should be another buy. Dazzle and Moose can both drop M4s. United have done so well. Great play from Dapper in this game as well.
Yes.
See on the screen, 23-13 is his scoreline, leading the server in frags. Next up is Brolin with 21.
It's very hard to do, isn't it, when you're coming in to face a team like Fnatic on LAN. Big game that they're playing right now, and it is not done yet, even if they've lost a couple of rounds in a row here. Tied up 13-13, moving into round number 27. eUnited need to figure out this defense right about now, or they're going to run out of rope, and Fnatic will end up running away with the victory here on the first map anyway. And Crims, well, a double opening.
We said that plays a coin flip coming through that smoke in short sewers. This time he doesn't take the wide angle. He goes directly to the right and catches them both out. Hadn't even made it down the ramp yet, and that is crushing.
Oh. It wasn't a flashbang, but it was the fact that, you know, he sort of had to turn for it. Wasn't really having his crosshair in the right place.
And Brolin's already got control of this A bomb site.
Yeah.
The tough part as well, if you go back and watch this, or, you know, if you're thinking about this, eUnited, I think it's these past 3 rounds essentially that they've lost. Because their money has been such a tough spot, excuse me, just the past 2 rounds, they haven't even been able to get in the fight. They lost too many players early on, and that just signals to them, you know, we're on the verge of being reset. We cannot battle for this round. So because they can't ever put themselves in a good situation in a round down the stretch, it's just falling flat, and now they're getting wiped out.
They really are. Fnatic look like they're a bit more confident and comfortable on the T side. I really think it has to do with them being able to sort of control the pace of the game. They might not be particularly suited in general for sort of waiting around for too long. And they did try and take some risk on the CT. This is a good map for Fnatic in that sense, is that you can do a lot on the CT side, you know?
Yes.
You don't really have to wait around forever, but obviously it's still different on T side where you're the ones sort of deciding almost everything, and they've done a remarkable job here. 14 rounds on the board now for the Swedes. And Moose is going to be able to save the AK-47, but that's a small comfort right now.
Another decision that eUnited have to make. Do they want to buy in this round? They can get the AWP on Relics. Yeah, this is just... Must have been a flashbang caught him or something, but they're pinned down against that wall, and Crims gets a couple easy ones. Pretty much ended the round in the first 20 seconds. So it is an investment, everything that eUnited has into this round. AK-47 that Moose saved, AWP on Relics, and 3 SMGs. This is where you tell Relics to go find you something.
Yeah. Get me a kill, and he almost did. His timing wasn't far off.
FNS burning down so low, 36 HP. They do, oh, Dazzle finds 2. Somehow, that's beautiful from Long. He was in this position before, this time all alone, and they run right into him. Dazzle may have just delivered.
With an MP9 of all weapons. They have 3 of them, and first one was enough apparently. Yeah, Moose saw that coming. Does a bit of damage to Crims, who was trying to sneak in that one. JW going to call the bluff there of FNS trying to make his way through the smoke. And on the bomb site, 2 people remain, with a third one to get there pretty quickly, I think. Maybe already there.
This might be the area of the game where Fnatic has the biggest edge over eUnited, is when you're at man disadvantage situations, how do you find yourself back into a round? And yes, Dazzler gets 2 stunning kills, gives them a 5-on-3, but over a minute for Fnatic to play with that, and you can see JW is ready for 2 aggressive plays. Shuts them both down, and even Crims, he's gonna catch one more. That's Dazzle finally put to rest, and it's been 3 kills in a row for Fnatic. eUnited scrambling from a 5-on-3 to a 2-on-3.
Yeah, that's a little bit hard to watch, isn't it? Because they had a pretty good shot at maybe getting back in and tied up, and even more importantly, maybe getting an economy back into this game. They've really been struggling now. A couple of grenades are going to ring out, but looks like they might try and bring the bomb back the other way. JW just last parting grenades as they make their rotation, and they can't really get there in time. And they need these weapons, eUnited. I mean, this is tricky.
I think it's, you know, come over. Relics might take 1 shot, see if he can get 1 peek, and once they know where he is, he's actually pretty committed now, jumping in towards the truck. Almost through the smoke. There's JW with 1 more kill. What a great round. 3 kills to pull Fnatic back into this. He's willed them here. This should be round 15, and indeed it will be. JW with the 4th. And eUnited officially on their back foot and knocked out. And how do they squander this lead in the round?
That's maybe that little bit of inexperience, maybe just the nerves of playing a big team. Definitely could have won that, probably should have won that. 15-13 instead, and it's a map point for Fnatic. Only in map 1, so we don't want to get too much ahead of ourselves. There's more to come, but a little bit worrisome. Next map is Inferno as well. So we
Fnatic's pick.
Fnatic's pick indeed. Oh, no.
That's the AWP. That was an important weapon to have, and you can see.
He got railroaded, didn't he?
He really did. Moose wants to go up and I guess pick it up with the M4. Just waiting. The rest of his team is here as we hear giggles in the background.
Yeah, those were the hyenas from The Lion King. Somehow.
The Whoopi Goldberg one, of course.
They've made their way into the hotel. Be careful.
It's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Well, Smoke lands behind 2 people and should be aware that someone could be close. A little bit of noise being made there. Still a 1-fight. Twist with 2. Slightly better second half for him than it was in the first half. Crims on the other side. And Dazzle in a 1 versus 3. Fnatic definitely coming alive in the second half here. Definitely looking much better on the T side.
They win 6 rounds in a row to close this out. And a lot of it, I think, comes down to Crims. Increased level, especially with entries. We saw that impressive double kill over towards Sandbags, but also just in the mid-round here finding FNS. He's been great for this team, and Dazzle doing everything he can. He knows somebody is somewhere, and he's just going for desperation. So close for eUnited. It was impressive for so long, but they just could not get their claws in those final 6 rounds. Fnatic steal one away off the back of phenomenal performances from Brolin and Crims, and we're going to head to a break. When we get back, we'll have the desk.